Good morning.
Good day, and good evening, and good night.
How's everyone doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Welcome to Warm and Cozy Quilting.
Right here.
Where we're going to have some coffee.
There's so much clanking. I apologize for that.
With your ring?
All over. Yeah, sorry. My bad. Watch the audio, guys.
So good. Love it.
Warm and Cozy Quilting, Columbia, Illinois. We're not that far from you. You should come visit us. You live in Alabama? That's okay.
It's okay.
You can come on by.
Yep.
It's not that far. Couple days. Drive, walking for
love the ladies who came in from Alabama.
They were so
much fun. But what I don't understand is that they were coming from Alabama to go to Branson, and somehow they got here.
So
can you explain? Because I was like, wait.
I believe they did a search on something, and they found that we were having the shop hop in the St. Louis metro area, and they're like, we should just stop there on the way, because they were headed towards Hamilton.
Okay.
So
Hamilton is not near Branson.
No, but
they were doing a whole thing.
It's a mecca of quilters. People go there because she turned the town into a whole thing. Anyway, still,
I think Tula Pink was there this week.
Oh,
yeah.
Why didn't she come visit us?
I don't know, because we
thought
are
you were
not
like
that
our
far.
best friend.
I'm not yet.
Yeah, well,
one day.
Anyway, so they went to go. They were going to go. So they stopped to visit us, and then they went up there, and then they're going to go to Branson, which is happening this weekend.
Right. There's a quilt show. There's a Big O show.
Big O show. It's an AQS show. It runs
what
the
does
13th to the 16th.
AQS mean? Because I really always forget.
I believe it's American Quilters Society. I knew that because I just looked it up. Thank you, Google. You're my friend.
Society. So we're part of a society.
We are.
Quilters.
We are. It's
that are in America.
Dark and scary sounding. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, so it is Saturday. We're going to talk today about Quilt Show season because it's Quilt Show season.
I love Quilt Show season.
If you've never been to a quilt show, this is the time to go. I've had a lot of customers in with the shop hop that have never done a quilt shop or quilt show or aren't familiar with the idea of it because they've kind of been fairly new to quilting.
Yeah.
And so I keep encouraging them to go check out shows because it's absolutely the most fun you'll ever have with your shoes on.
Right. Yes.
I mean, you go to a beach, you take your shoes off.
Exactly.
So this is not beach going. This is a quilt show. Get your mind up. What? Stop it.
No.
I heard you. Not you. But anyway, sorry. Oh, goodness. So, just generally chaotic here. I apologize for that. Only sort of.
He doesn't.
I don't really apologize for it. It's just fun for me. This is where I come to entertain myself more than anything. You guys just get the byproduct of enjoying it as well.
Right. He likes to hear himself talk, so it's a lot of fun for him.
I think it's real. It's real. Anyway,
good morning.
Good morning. Feel free to say hello and hi.
A couple of people, yeah.
I know I got several out there watching. Say hello.
Yes.
We always do the hey, good morning. We always respond to you while you're watching. We do this every week, and we love to say hi. So please. Really, because it's just us in Victoria today running the camera. So we just get tired of talking to ourselves. So just let us know you're out there. It's great.
Yeah.
Karen, good morning. She saw your commercial. Awesome job.
Thanks.
High five. Okay, nicely done.
That's a terrible high five. You're like at a weird angle here. Like, it's like this. Like, okay, now give me a high five. It's weird.
Good morning, Alvina. Good to see you on. And good morning, Janice from St. Charles. Good morning. Good to see you too.
Yes.
Really nice to see her on. Thanks for joining us today. Dolores, Southern Illinois represent. Good morning, Carol. Good to see you on as well. There's Sandy popping on. Her cup of coffee.
So Carol is going to be teaching a hand quilting class.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if it's in your notes. So
I don't have it in my notes, but I am super excited about it.
Because this is so different for us. We have been here for 8 years. We've been doing a great job showing you all the different ways to piece a quilt, to long arm a quilt.
Yep.
All of that kind of quilt on your domestic. You know, we've had Carla teaching a class where you do weeks of on your domestic. Yep. But Carol is going to come. We had just been talking like, who could we get? Who hand quilts?
Who can we con in to teach? No.
Who would come and teach a class for us? So Carol is so awesome and is going to come and teach a hand quilting class.
So if you've been in this quilting world and you're like, man, I really would like to understand hand quilting a little bit better, get a feel for it. I'm going to post a link here in the comments. What did I just do? Stop it.
Ooh, I don't know.
Don't go tagging people. I don't need that from you, sir. Technology.
Okay.
There's a link to
Go sign up for a hand
Sign
quilting
up for
class.
hand quilting class. If you want to do this, give it a shot. I actually kind of really want to myself, but I'm not going to take spots from people.
If there's spots left, we'll just join in.
Right. I might sneak into the back of the room and
But
learn
yeah,
something.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited because even if you are like, yep, I'm glad I learned that, but I'm not going to do it.
Right.
You know, it's still nice to know the whole process, the whole how to do.
Right. And that's really kind of the whole thing, is just to kind of, I've always said that I wanted to know more about hand quilting. I will probably never do it. I don't have the mental patience for it. To me, my brain just screams, "Oh my gosh, that's going to be tedious."
Right, and it needs to be done now. That's your problem, is you want things
I'm
done
very
now.
much do it
You
now.
don't even like to piece because that takes too long.
It does. If
It takes too long.
If I don't have the satisfaction of it done within 20 seconds,
right?
No thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay,
That's my
there's
generation.
been lots.
There's
and
so
lots
many. I was
of-
letting them all get the comments out
okay.
there. Hold on. Hold on. How much coffee did you have? Have more. All right, we're going to scroll back up here a second. So I lost track with Dolores and Carol.
Right.
Good morning, Sandy, with her third cup of coffee.
Good morning.
Love the coffee. Good morning, Patty. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, Joanne. Also,
Good morning.
Southern Illinois represent.
She's got her
She got her coffee, as you should. Sandy, stop that. My grandma hand quilted, and I signed up for the class.
Perfect.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
I did notice there's a couple people signed up already. We are only taking 6 for this class.
Oh, okay.
We're not doing the full 8 that we normally do, so seating is limited. So if you want to sign up for that, I wouldn't hesitate on that class.
Nice.
It's going to be a good time. Rita, good morning. Hello. Victoria Janice says hi.
Hi, Janice.
She's over there. Miss Sherry Joe, good morning.
Morning.
Do I get a birthday discount? You should have.
You should.
Yes.
If you didn't, let us know.
Yeah, we'll figure that out
You
for
know
you.
what?
We do send out a discount coupon with you when you're signed up for the newsletter, so you should see that in your email. Should.
Yep.
Like so, our retailer system is kind of shady at times.
Can you see the anger that happens?
It was real.
happening?
That's why I tried to diffuse
Oh
the
man, I have
conversation a
people
little
who've been loyal customers since we opened the door
bit.
that don't get their birthday coupon.
It's so
that I have
annoying.
gone in and put it in,
Yeah, no.
and I know it's saved, and they should get it. So anyway, yes, we send out a birthday coupon. If you don't get one and it is your birthday, let me know.
Right? Do that.
I'll take care of you. You guys know that about me. You know that I'm always going to help you out, do the right thing. Customer service is number one.
Right. Okay. So let's go on with the comments here. So Dolores is a hand quilter, and so is Joanne. They quilt at the church once a week.
Nice.
Dolores says it's an art that's going away. This is why it's very important
yes,
for
that
us
we
as
don't
quilt
let
shop
that happen.
people to prevent that from happening.
Yeah.
Like, yes, the social groups that do this in the churches and wherever they're at, by all means, you have to get people into that. You got to invite them in, let them see how it works. And sometimes inside of a shop like this is going to be the way to do it.
Right.
So, absolutely. And drag the new people in, make them come hand quilt, make them have fun with it.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of people who,
Yeah?
I don't want to be negative.
Okay, don't be negative.
Okay.
Alvina hand quilts most of hers. Love that.
Nice.
Good morning, Vicky, over on the
Morning.
YouTubes. Love to see you out there. Aletha, good morning. Hand quilting is relaxing and rewarding. I would agree that that's the most common synopsis. People agree with that 100%.
I think that it would be like I want to learn just so that I can have something to do when I'm watching TV. When I'm done with you know piecing on my machine and I'm like, okay, time for relaxing. Just watch TV.
Mindless, just do a
mindless
thing.
stuff. Yeah, and do some hand quilting. So
See, if
that'll
I
be
go
fun.
mindless with pokey, stabby stuff, it ends up poor. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Pamela, good morning from warm Alabama. You could send some of that warmth this way.
Yes.
It got kind of chilly today. I don't care
Just
for
a little
it.
bit. I don't know if it's at least the sun's out.
Yeah. Jody was joking, but I'm not. You check your email. If you don't, let me know. Happy birthday, by the way.
Yes.
And all the March birthdays out there, because
Yeah.
March is a great month for birthdays. Right, Victoria?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria turned 18.
18.
What the heck?
I don't know.
If you guys want to have some fun, look way back at our videos and you'll get to watch Victoria when she's like, you know.
That'd been 9-ish. Mm-hmm. 9-ish.
She's
It's
been
good fun.
doing,
Watch
she's
her
been
grow
doing
up.
videos that she could barely see over the
Cutting table.
cutting
yeah.
table.
Let's see here. Good morning, Rochelle. Glad to see you on.
Good morning.
Pamela forgot about that. And then Christy, that was my birthday present from my grandmother. Teach me, and then it was quilt memory piece. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's so much fun. Yeah, that's it's great to be able to learn it from somebody and be able to continue to pass that on. It's just fun having that skill set. So that's hellos and highs.
Check that off of your list there.
List done. Again, continue to stay high. It's fine. We'll catch you as we go through the video. It's totally fine. Good morning, April. Good to see you on as well. I'm glad you just got on. You didn't miss a whole lot other than just being excited about hand quilting class that we're going to have with Carol. Fine.
When is it?
It is. Oh, I got it. It's April 6th. Click that. Oh, I'm sorry. April 5th from 10 to noon. So it's only 2 hours.
Nice.
Like I said, we got 4 spots left, and it's only $30 for the class.
Very cool.
I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be a good time. You're going to love it.
Yep.
You need to come in for that. Sign up. Go do that on the website. We don't have a virtual version of this.
No, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, let's see here. I've totally clicked on something and lost track of where I am. Here we go. Now, I have always forget to say this as well. I'm going to say it again. If you're watching this and you're enjoying it and this is fun for you and you love the entertainment, do me a huge favor. If you're on the Facebook side, hit the share button.
Let people know.
Let people know. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And all you're doing is helping a small business reach other people and inform them. If you're on the YouTube side, which I know you're over there watching, I see you out there, hit the subscribe button if you're not already doing that.
Yes.
You're going to have to do that. It's free. It costs you nothing. And you can unsubscribe at any time.
Yes.
Right, Victoria?
Yeah.
She loves when I do that. Oh, my gosh. Kids today. Anyway.
Leaving Branson Quilt Convention. Now shop hop.
Woo!
Yay!
Do it, Dee. That'll be awesome. All right.
We'll
Thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. So, the other things going on, talk about, it is National Quilting Day, so make sure you go and support your quilt shops, quilt something, make something.
We didn't know
celebrate.
until this morning.
I completely didn't realize it. I feel like I always miss that one. St. Louis Metro Shop Hop is going on. You still have through the end of the month. You have until the 35th, which is a Saturday.
Right.
Most shops aren't open on Sundays.
Right.
Except
tomorrow. Where all the shops in the shop hop are open tomorrow.
All
for
6
Sunday
shops that are
hours.
participating are open from noon to.
I don't know.
Hours?
Everybody
Ours
could
are
have
different.
their own. Our hours tomorrow are from noon to 4. I know it's on the passports.
It is on the
times
passport.
that people are open. So exciting because
it's exciting.
It is really nice. We try to do that. I know there's so many people who work and can't do during the week, and Saturdays get busy.
Saturdays get real busy.
I mean,
Family,
you've got
and
so much other stuff that has to get done. It's the day that you go grocery shopping. It's the day you do the things. So we did pick a Sunday that we could be open for all of our friends. To come
Absolutely. So that's tomorrow. We're also open today, obviously. So you can come see us. Let's see, what else is going on? Oh, next weekend. Again, this is kind of what we're doing, the conversation today about quilt shows. St. Louis Modern Quilt Guild Quilt Show.
I'm so excited.
I am way excited.
I cannot wait. I mean,
it's going to be so much fun.
I have to wait one more
have to
week.
wait. You have to wait. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You do have to wait.
So next Friday,
20.
we're going to start setting up. But this
second, we're setting up.
Right.
The show is the Saturday the 23rd, Sunday the 24th. It is at Greensfelder Recreation Complex in Baldwin, Missouri. That's at Queenie Park. If you have never been there, it's a beautiful park. Really nice complex, actually.
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic.
Not that matters because you're going to be inside.
You'll be inside, so regardless of the weather, if it's cloudy, if it's rainy, if
it's a little cool, if it's too windy,
inside.
It's going to be a good inside day, right?
Lots of color, lots of fun, lots of excitement. Admission, this is an $8 amount.
What he said.
$8 for admission. They do appreciate exact change. It's just one of those things that when you go to a quilt show,
it is so hard for the Also, I
heard in a $100 bill for yourself. Please don't do that.
I heard somebody from one of the people who worked the booth at the last time we were at a quilt show there.
Yeah.
It was not for Modern Quilt Guild. It was for
Bits and
Pieces. And they were like, we are telling them that next time it needs to be either $5 or $10 because
round evenly.
$8, oh my gosh, and like the amount of ones we gave out. So,
So hopefully they'll have that figured out. But
Yeah.
if you want to be nice to your fellow quilters when you go to this show, take the exact change. If you know it's just one of you,
Right.
find
And
an
I think
eight.
they do take cards too. That line is
know.
always longer.
That line is always
So,
longer.
Because nobody carries cash. Just get some cash. Have $8. It'll be
Get on
fun.
in. Go check out some quilts. It'll be fun. It runs on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That gives you 7 hours of viewing to check stuff out. And on Sunday, it's from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Nice.
So it's going to be fantastic. You need to make sure you get over there to that show for that. If you need more information on it, just a quick Google search of St. Louis Modern Quilt Guild Quilt Show. Like, it's all over the internet out there. You can't miss it. Totally worth checking out. The reason it's exciting is because we're going to be vending there.
Yes.
We'll be there.
So I have to say this is really cool because generally you can get a 10 by 10 booth. And we have always said, can we at least have 2, right? So we would pay for a double spot. We, as soon as the information came out, we're like, if you will give us a triple booth, we'll be there. And they were like, done. So
right.
It was not something they were going to offer. It was a 1 or a 2. 1 or a 2. That's all you can get. I'm like,
3.
yes, but I need 3 because we are bringing handy quilter long arms.
I'm bringing long arms, guys. If you want to check one out, you want show pricing, you want something fantastic price-wise, come check out me at the show. Get a good deal. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
So they'll be there. What else are we going to be bringing?
We're also going to bring Laura Star irons. We've even got inventory of Laura Star irons. If you want to take a Laura Star iron home, you can absolutely do that from the show.
And we'll
next
have
week.
specials running on those next week too, which will be great.
I now have a Laura Star iron at home, and I am so happy.
She is actually a lot happier because of it.
Yes.
So,
make yourself happy.
Right. Enjoy it. Why not?
So we'll have Laura Star irons. We'll have handy quilter machines. I am going to be demoing stripology rulers all day.
All day.
But
so much stripology.
I am going to also be doing an actual demo for the guild on the stage, doing that for the whole group.
Full on demo.
At 11:30 on Saturday.
So much fun.
So be there for that. We're bringing tons of stripology quilts, so you can see lots of ways that you can use your ruler other than just to cut strips. We're going to have deals in our booth because why not, right?
Sure. And as a certified stripology instructor, I mean, where else better place to get your information, if not from Gudrun herself?
Right. Next best thing.
Next best thing.
Danielle.
I agree. 100%.
So it's going to be so much fun. We have been cutting off 1 yard cuts.
You're going to tell them all of our secrets?
Oh my gosh.
No, you just need to come
never
next
mind.
week.
Never mind. Just come.
Come next week.
Because we've got deals upon deals, and it's going to be so fun.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Plus, you get to see us.
Barb says that you are so cute. Oh,
I think she's talking to you.
You know what? You're not too bad yourself, Barb.
Barb is one of my favorite people.
Barb is fantastic.
She's so much
fun. So much fun.
Okay, we love all of you, right? You're all
yes.
number one
Sorry.
customers.
I mean,
Yes, I think we missed Harriet. Good morning,
hi,
Harriet.
Hello. Sorry, sidetrack.
Yeah, but yes.
All right, last but absolutely not least, before we get to the meat of the topics, the M17 test drive event.
Oh, I've had so many people sign up.
Weeks. We have spots still available. If you have been doing this quilting thing for a couple years now, say you started in 2020, and you keep seeing all these beautiful pieces, works of art, and you're like, man, I really just want to go that next level.
Yes.
I don't know what that next level really looks like as far as machines go. This event is for you. So the M17 is Jannomi's top of the line, has the embroidery, has the stitch regulation for free motion quilting, has all the features and fun things that you would expect for sewing, makes it all so much better.
The technology on it
The technology is
awesome.
amazing. This event is going to be great to get your hands on it, to see what it's all about. Pricing is going to be available.
Make a little bag.
You're going to make a little bag, nice
so
little
that
project.
You can see all of the features of the machine and go away with something. Right?
Exactly. It'll either be, you can do either Friday the 29th, it'll be from noon to 4, or you can sign up for Saturday the 30th, which will be also be from noon to 4. We're bringing in a Jannomi educator. She is going to teach you all the great, cool stuff. It's just going to be a really good opportunity to get a chance to look at them.
Play on a machine.
I got them all in yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
I have 10 M17s hanging out, waiting for this education event.
10.
10.
Of the top of the line, giant.
That is 5
beautiful
pallets, by the way.
Yeah, the truck driver pulled in and said, I have 5 pallets of sewing machines for you. And I was going,
what?
How do we get okay, go around the back to the garage door so
Thankfully,
we can get
we have the room for that kind of
yes.
stuff. But it was any other shop that we'd have been in, oh my Lord.
Yeah, where would we put it?
We'd have been in trouble.
Yeah.
Anyway, make sure you guys sign up for that. That is going to be a good time. I assure you of that. I look forward to it myself. Mm-hmm. So, April says, so cutting all 2 days, you can kill 2 birds and cut quilt kits for us. Wow. She's smart. Multitask that. I mean, you don't sit there and cut all the time.
Oh my
cut
gosh.
Kits.
Wow.
Why just cut on random fabric? Make kits for April so she doesn't have to cut her own. She's just ready to go.
That is such a good idea. Do you know, like, I was like, I need this scrap bin. Here's all the fabric I'm going to trash next weekend.
No, you're not going to trash it. You're making kits.
So smart. Also, hey, Victoria, write this down.
Write this down.
I need to make a ton of half square triangles.
You do. You
so that I can show everybody how to do
all the things.
You know what?
No.
Oh, I could also do flying geese. I'm going to show you cool tricks, people.
I don't think they're going to let you bring geese into the building, though.
Well, not the flying ones anyway,
not the flying
right?
ones.
Mom, I'm going to text it.
Canadian geese, guys, watch out. They're everywhere.
Ooh, don't show you all the things. Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be so cool.
Since we're talking about geese, can we sidetrack really quick?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to sidetrack on geese.
Oh, Victoria.
Great.
So last week, we went and got my senior pictures done, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got some senior pictures done.
We went to Forest Park.
Went to the art museum.
Canadian geese.
Yeah.
All over the yard, right? And my photographer kept calling them murder chickens.
Murder chickens?
Yes. I had never heard them called this before, but
oh my gosh,
friend calls them that because they're mean.
Oh, so
because I've never myself gone up against a Canadian goose, so I don't know how murderous they are.
I didn't know they were murderous.
I didn't know they were murderous either, but they made me laugh, and so it made my pictures look good.
Murder chickens.
We stay, they're over there taking pictures, and we're over here chatting. So I didn't get to hear about murderous geese, chickens, whatever. Anyway.
Murder chickens. I'm going to call them that from now on. Hey, check out that field of murder chickens. Keep driving. Don't go back.
I've been...
Drive faster.
What is going on? I've been changing the names of things lately.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
I can't tell them about the one.
All those half squares that you're going to chop up and everything, April wants all of them. So
yay!
That'll be fun. We'll send it to you with a pack of murder chickens, apparently. Careful opening that box. They got to come out hard and angry.
Right.
All right. So that's all the fun stuff that we like to talk about ahead of time. Now let's talk about Quilt Show season. Now,
yes,
like
the meat of
this topic
of the business
is
today.
Quilt shows. So quilt shows are a thing.
Yes.
If you are new to quilting, or you've got a friend, or you've never been to a quilt show, there's always some history to stuff. It's always fun to look that up.
Jason loves history.
I do love history. Quilt shows have been around for a while, since the 1800s. It was just really more county fairs is where they started. Mm-hmm. If you've ever been to a county fair, they have all the different, gardening and
right. Somebody
painting
grew
pictures,
this giant thing of corn.
Right. So
and there it is.
Just a great way to show off your skills in a public forum.
Right.
From there, guilds happened and sprung up, causing people to, find the group, the niche, the people that are like-minded and have fun to do these things,
and then how they
what
can
they're doing,
grow their skills by learning from others.
Exactly. So it kind of spun itself into that. I have all the dates and information here. I don't know if I need to read all this off. Do you want me to read all of it?
Ask them.
I'll let you guys tell me. I'm going to do it anyway. The longest running continual county fair is in Franklin County in Massachusetts. It started in 1848. Okay. So if you want to go to the longest running one, these poor people
Can
have
I
not
just
been
say
able
that
to stop.
does not seem like that long ago? I mean,
1848? I was not alive.
Me either.
These people just want to go
so
home.
Older than me.
They got trapped in this county fair. They can't leave. Let me out. Let's see here. I'm sorry, that was a sidetrack. Once they started becoming more a thing, more interest, we went to bigger venues. so it made it more likely for more people to come in. The cash prizes was a big draw, which if I can take money home, are you kidding me?
Exactly.
I mean, I got 4th place last year for a wall hanging, and I got like $2.
Yep.
I mean, I want to make another one because I'd like another $2. I didn't do nothing for that. Let's see here. Standalone quilt shows, though, really didn't start becoming a thing until the 70s. No real specific one that was known to be first.
Yeah, Pam said it is almost 200 years. You're right. I'm like, oh, it was last week.
Right, no.
200
We're
years.
getting close to 200
That's
years.
a lot.
That's a couple generations of people.
Yes, for sure.
Yes, thank you for putting a number to that. I appreciate you. The Sears Quilt Show, there was a quilt show put on by Sears in 1930 and 33 and 34 at the World's Fair. The winner of that won $1,000 cash, which was about $18,000 in today's money.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine that?
Woo!
Winning $1,000 and
yeah, but here's the crazy statistical odd.
Mm-hmm.
They had about 24,000 quilts entered.
Oh wow!
So you had a 1 in 24,000 chance of winning $18,000.
That's a big number too.
That's a crazy number. So anyway, after World War II, quilting took a dip, but renewed interest brought out guilds and groups. That's when all these started happening with the shows. The main important part of a quilt show is actually a revenue generator for that guild.
Right.
That's really the primary purpose of this. So when we're talking about going and seeing a local quilt show, it's not just because of the entertainment of going to look at the quilts. It's about supporting them. Yeah. So they can keep this alive and enjoying it.
Right. Because these are, not-for-profit groups, right?
Yep,
that
exactly.
They've got to do some kind of fundraising so that they can hire speakers to come in and speak to their guild, and all of that costs money. And, they want to, sometimes, depending on where they hold their meetings, those venues charge them some kind of fee.
Want rent.
Sometimes you can get the basement of the church or the basement of the library, or for free for a little while. But once your group gets to be 200 people, you can't. It's hard to have it in a place that doesn't cost something.
Right.
So they have to be able to, and they also a lot of times guilds will do a lot of charitable things as well. I think
that's the biggest part too.
They'll make quilts for sick kids, or things like that. So it's always nice to be able to help them out in that way, so that then they can use that money to do other things.
Do nice things, help the community.
Yes.
The community outreach part of it is always nice to see when guilds do that. I'm noticing I went and I was looking at the Modern Quilt Guilds page, and they've got community outreach stuff that they do a lot for the community, which is awesome. Which is kind of why I'm excited about going to their show. Not that other guilds or shows that we've been to don't do that. They all do something. Oh, sure.
I'm sure of that,
But it's just nice when you can kind of see all that. Makes you feel good about supporting a group such as themselves. As far as the big shows are concerned, say you have Paducah.
Yes, which everyone knows about that one, right? Right.
That actually happens in April.
Show, yes.
That has been running since 1985.
Okay.
Also, those people are just tired of the show. They're ready to get out of it.
No, they're not. I get they get to go home and then they get to come back.
Right. It's not continual running.
It's pretty crazy the amount of people that are in Paducah, Kentucky for that show. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
There's not a lot in Paducah. And all of a sudden, I can only imagine, let's say...
It's a pretty good sized city, though. It manages.
Okay, yes. But I'm saying, let's say you move to Paducah because you have a job and it moves you there. And you are not a quilter. And all of a sudden, one day you're going to work and you're like, what is happening?
What?
The street's closed. What's going on over here?
And as a non-quilter, my response would be, for blankets?
For blankets?
What?
People are here for what now? Okay.
What? Yeah, that could be. Yeah, you're right. It's an economy changer in its own right.
Yeah.
The International Quilt Show that happens in Houston once a year started in 1975. Okay. Big show. You see a lot of vendors and stuff there.
Yeah.
Not to mention the quilts that show up there. Another one that's been around for a really long time is the Mountain Quilt Fest in Pigeon Forge.
Okay.
That also started in 1975. That's also a once-a-year show.
That would be fun to go to.
I believe
other one-
Vicky goes regularly to that one.
Really?
And she raves about it.
Yeah. So the other thing I would love to do is to go to Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah,
There's an AQS show
there is.
there every year too. It's usually
in
a fall
August.
one, I think.
It's August 20,
Oh, okay.
21st, 24th this year.
So late summer.
Which would be fun, but that means we'd have to leave with, chop hop going on.
Okay, well, anyway.
Anyway, we'll see how
One
that
day
goes.
I'd like to go to Grand Rapids and go to that one because I
Yeah.
just feel like, Michigan, it sounds like it's beautiful.
Right. It sounds fun. It sounds north. I'd go up there in the August. I don't think I'd go up there in December, though.
No.
Mm-mm.
And
It's
I would
cold.
love to go there in August when maybe it's not 100 because it'll be 100 here. And if we can go somewhere where it's 80, that would be better.
A little better. Yeah, a little better. And then you do have also QuiltCon, which is a traveling modern quilt show. I believe this year was in. Never mind. I'm not going to guess because I'd be wrong. Last year was in
Atlanta?
Atlanta. Last year
Okay.
was Atlanta. I don't think it was. This year.
Does it travel? I thought it was always in Atlanta.
Hold on. I got to Google search it now.
QuiltCon. So that's another one that is modern.
Yes.
It's a new thing,
Yep. Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh,
is where it was
so
this year,
okay.
I knew it was different. I just wasn't sure. For
So
sure.
Atlanta
There it
last
is.
year, Raleigh, North Carolina this year. Okay. Okay.
Anyway, if you're into the whole modern quilt side of stuff, it's nice to know where you can go check those out at. But again, those are some of the big ones that have been around for a little while now. I did do a search on the AQS shows. So Branson's this week, 13th to 16th.
So today it's at the end of it.
Yeah, today's last day for the Branson show. If you didn't make it there, you should make it there. The Grand
Run
Rapids
fast.
show, run, go. Unless you live there, just walk. Grand Rapids, like you were saying, is August 21st, 24th. And then in September, you got Lancaster, which is in Pennsylvania, which, boy, that's quilt country if I've ever seen
yes.
quilt country.
Yes.
Super cool. Actually, that
We
would
went
probably
to
be
a couple
cool to
of
go to.
quilt shops there, going through Pennsylvania when we were going to New Jersey. And some really cool quilt shops.
Yeah. And the Paducah show, if you are interested in going to Paducah or you're like, what is Paducah? April 24th to 27th. Mark your calendar. Plan on going to Paducah, Kentucky for the quilt show. You need to go.
So from our area, from where we are, we can go and come back same day.
Yeah.
We can, we leave early in the morning. It's only a couple hours to get to Paducah. We can do the whole show and then we can come back. Now, this is not what I would necessarily recommend. I've heard from lots of people who are like going for a couple of days. You can do a lot more things if you do that. They have classes. There's stuff going on. And
Lots of things.
you can see a lot more if you can do more. But for us, it's really nice because we run a business and we've got kids and we've got 100 other things, right? Couple hour drive, we can do it. We can get back home and, one long day and we can do it. So
Absolutely. Another show that is not an AQS show, but is actually gaining traction and her popularity on it is the Kansas City show.
Oh, yes.
This one takes place June 12th, June 14th. It's over in Kansas City. My understanding is that they are building a new quilt museum in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
So Kansas City is quickly trying to do the quilt thing,
Nice.
which is great because if I know anything about Missouri and their quilts,
Oh my gosh.
wow, y'all crazy over there.
Missouri
I
has
love it. But
over 100 shops in their
All-State Shop Hop.
yes, their
Mhm.
All-State Shop Hop has over 100 shops.
Yeah, there's a large love of quilting on the Missouri side. Not that Illinois doesn't or other states don't do it wonderfully. It's just definitely a
big deal.
We get to be between both. We got Kansas City on one side, Paducah on the other. We get
to hang out.
We go see all of it.
And people can come here on their way to there and
Right.
back and forth.
They
And
could.
yes,
We could be a destination stop on the trip.
we should be.
It'd be fun. Okay. So
yeah,
that's just
Sadie,
some
I want to go
shows
to
going on.
QuiltCon too. Let's do it.
Do it. Okay. So those are some shows to know about. Again, there are local shows going on. So this year I've got information on this lovely one that you can't see because it's floppy. Spread your wings through Quilting Quilt Show. This is being put on by the Sew Sisters. This is going to be April 20th. It's going to be from 10 to 3. Local show. You need to go check these guys out. these people do some really good work. It's a nice little show.
Mhm.
It's not going to be massive, crazy. And these are the type of shows that I recommend people go and check out. Support the little local guilds that are nearby, little groups that do the quilting.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of them. Another one, let me see who this was. Oh, this one's in Bloomington. You could win this one. But this is April 19th and 20th. But again, Bloomington, Illinois. So
Nice.
as a quilt shop, a lot of guilds will send us information on their shows.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go visit your local quilt shop, you can check out who's got shows coming up, and you can make a plan to go visit these little guys.
Right.
Because they need your support too,
Also,
and they have great work.
exactly. It is so inspirational. It's so nice to just walk around and go, wow, I wouldn't have put those colors together, but look at how magnificent that looks together. You know?
Right.
And it kind of gets you out of your box of I do these things, you know.
Right.
You get to see other things. So that's what's really cool. So
Mhm.
I don't want to jump ahead, so I'm going to wait for you to tell me what's next.
Okay, anyway, so yes, those are just some great shows to go check out locally.
There is a nice
If you need
quilt
more-
museum in Golden, Colorado. Okay. I know that
Really?
there's also an international,
There is an International Quilt Museum
in Nebraska,
Nebraska,
right? Lincoln?
because the National Quilt Museum is in Paducah,
Mm-hmm.
International's Nebraska, and then there's another quilt museum in Indiana, and then there's one clearly in Golden. So yeah, I mean, it seems like you can go pretty much anywhere and find out some really cool stuff on some quilts.
Yeah.
Go visit all of them.
Do
Report
it.
back. Let me know how it
Let
goes.
me know. Give me the ins and outs, the good and the bad.
So let's now shift gears just a little bit.
Okay.
I told you about shows, what you could expect to find at them, but what really should you expect when you get to a show?
Yeah. Okay.
Are they going to roll out the red carpet when you walk in the door? I hope so.
I hope so too.
I hope there's trumpets, a red carpet.
Yeah. I mean,
guy
they're
announcing,
excited for anyone to
Jason
come.
Sivas. It's not
I
going to
don't
happen.
think they're going to announce
maybe.
your name as
Let's
you walk
hope.
in. Thank goodness, because I don't want them
Right,
doing
you
that.
do. Just saying.
I don't want them to do that.
Don't do that. Don't tell everybody I'm there. I like to travel incognito
Mm.
Don't.
No, he does not. He wants everyone to know everything.
all the time. All right, so if you're going to go to a quilt show, you need to plan for a couple things. First and foremost, your foot
Oh,
or feet, depending on if you got 1 or 2 feet. You're going to be walking a whole lot at a lot of these quilt shows, especially the larger national ones.
Mm-hmm.
This Modern Quilt Guild show that we're going to be at, they're going to have over 300 quilts.
Right. Yeah. Last
lot.
count was like 320 so far.
There's a lot of quilts to go look at.
Mhm.
It's going to be a lot of walking, a lot on your feet.
Mm-hmm.
They probably aren't going to have random chairs for you to sit down at. I wouldn't expect
Also,
that.
yeah, like how far away are you going to have to park based
Right.
on how many people are attending the show?
Yep.
So you kind of have to think about all of those things and make sure you wear the right footwear.
Wear the correct.
You do not have
attire.
to go in your heels.
If you come in
and
your
be
stilettos, you bold.
So pretty and whatever.
You
know.
can, I guess. I mean, your quilters, they're not looking for fancy, but
Right.
but wear appropriate footwear. You're going to be walking a lot. You want to be comfortable. You don't want to twist an ankle,
Mhm.
and you don't want to be mad at your feet at the end of the day.
Yes.
Really, nobody
Right.
wants that. Let's see here. Also, you should plan to carry a smaller bag.
I disagree, but we'll talk about this.
Here's the thing.
Hmm.
When it comes to larger shows, such as Paducah, where you
Mhm.
have hundreds, if not thousands of people all inside of a convention center looking at
Mhm.
all the things.
Yeah.
If you have a really large bag, you're going to be taking up space in that walkway. You are going to create hazard. You're going to get run over.
Yeah, so what? Go around me. I don't know. Like this is you see both sides. Yes, you see both sides. Yes. Okay.
I do understand
So here's the deal.
want to
Mhm.
have something to carry all your stuff with, but some of the bigger shows
I am
will
a
even have
shopper.
large
I
bag
want to
checks
right. Yes.
where you should check your bags if they're super big bags. Yes, I know April said you need a big bag on wheels.
Mhm. And
I
then you-
appreciate the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
But when things get crowded and people show up, that bag is it's dangerous. So I was the guy last year at Paducah that had a backpack on. I thought I was going to be fine. It quickly became way giant. And I was like, I had to stand facing the flow of traffic because if I turned sideways, I was getting run over. So you got to be mindful of these things.
And that's So Okay.
Just be mindful of it.
You
I'm
are
telling
not
to live your
a
life.
large bag carrier generally.
I am not.
Us women, we have been doing it a long time.
I completely understand
we
that.
know how to handle ourselves.
You need pockets.
Right.
You need real
So
pockets.
I need, what I would say is you don't need to carry all of your stuff.
Leave the kitchen
Like
sink at
you
home.
don't need the giant bag full of things, but you are going to need your wallet and you're going to need your hand lotion, because I always need hand lotion, and your chapstick, your phone, and then that's about it. You don't need to have your planner,
Right.
like you don't need your work bag, okay? But you need a bag that's small, and that is going to be great for your holding that kind of stuff. Then you need a bag for your purchases.
So here's the deal. I'm going with Vicky on this one. The trick is to go with a friend on a scooter.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
there you go. I mean,
There you go.
they can't trample all over her. Yeah,
Right.
She'll run them over.
I have been behind the lady on the scooter going, how do I get around this person?
Well,
Okay.
so I can't tell you how to live your life with bags. All I'm going to say is please just be mindful of the bag size and the crowd at which you are in. How about I say it that way?
Right. Also, this is Anyway, I always do a over the, what do you call it? Crossbody.
Yeah.
That's small.
Yeah.
That's got that stuff.
Sure.
And then be ready to get with a bag that I'm going to fill up.
If you're going to a show that has vendors, you're going to buy stuff. And believe
Mostly,
me,
I just take
want you to be
him
ready
with
to.
a backpack.
Real.
That's what I did last year,
So-
and that was apparently a problem for him. Not a problem for me. So
I don't like to put that on the world to know that I'm about to get murdered by people walking past me, but it was scary at times. So just be mindful of those things. That's all I'm asking. Just be mindful.
yeah, it's going to be crowded, that kind of thing. So you get it.
But yeah. Let's see here. So at bigger shows, again, you could expect that they'll probably have a check bag location where you can check your super giant bags.
Yeah, if you've made a bunch of purchases and now your bag is heavy,
Right.
you can check your bag, and then you're not as then you can get another bag that you can fill up.
Keep on.
The
filling
end.
it up, whatever. Just be mindful of those things. Again, smaller shows aren't going to have that. Just,
Right.
Be aware. Let's see here. This one is probably my more favorite one I like to make sure people are aware of. Know your photo policy.
Oh, yes.
Okay. At your AQS shows, they don't mind if you take the pictures necessarily, but make sure that you go give credit to the person that made the quilt and did the quilting. Don't post it on your social medias as yours. Don't publicize it on some national news network without giving credit to the appropriate.
And there
creator.
are some that are no photos.
Some shows will be no. You cannot. We're not giving you permission to take photos.
Because
so,
we
honor that.
want other people to come in, and if you want to see the show, you got to be here. That's that's their philosophy, and that's also fine, because they also don't want people taking that and saying that it's theirs and things like that. So some places will not let you do video. I've seen signs with that, because we wanted to do hey, we're here at Paducah, come, you guys should get here too. And at the Paducah show, it had a no video policy. So know those things.
Right. Because they can be protected under copyright, and you just keep yourself out of that trouble.
Right.
Don't do that. Be nice about it. Again, AQS shows will have that information available on all their paperwork, letting you know what you can and can't do. Your local shows, if you're walking along, you see a sign that says, hey, don't take photos. Don't take photos. Be nice. Now, you come to the Warm and Cozy booth and you want photos of us.
Yeah,
well, that's fine.
Yep.
You can take all the pictures you want. That's fine. I don't mind.
We're taking 12 quilts.
We're taking a lot.
So there's 320 in the show, but there's another 12.
There's another 12
just in our booth.
But yeah, that'll be a good time. So yes, and generally flash photography is not approved. There's something about that. So yeah, don't whatever.
We're getting there, Sadie.
We're getting there, Sadie. Thank you, Sadie. Yes.
Don't touch the quilts. So
here's the thing.
At the big shows, they'll have them roped off.
Right. There are no quilt police. We've talked about this. Shauna Decky does not exist.
Right.
Don't know what that means? Watch the video on the quilt police. Now, not a real thing. However, the quilt police don't exist, but the quilt show police,
the quilt show police
do exist. Those gals will take you out. Do not chance this. They will get you from across the room. You think you're being sly. Also, they're watching.
Also,
Don't touch
it
the
is
quilt.
such a like natural reaction to want to touch it.
It is.
It is so like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Like, how did they do that? And you want to turn it over and look at it. So a lot of shows, they will have people walking around with gloves.
White gloves.
That will, they will turn, so if you want to see the back side of a quilt, they will absolutely show you. Or, so it is your natural instinct to want to touch them. And sometimes you remember it at the beginning of the room, and then you get to this one that you're just like, oh my gosh, and a lot of times there's signs all over. Don't touch, don't touch.
Don't touch, don't touch, don't touch. Now, I want to say this because I saw a video that's happened. It was funny to me a little bit. Probably wasn't funny at the time for the person.
Sure.
Even if it's your quilt, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. It is. If somebody sees you touching a quilt, even if it's yours, they don't know your story. They don't realize that's yours. They think, oh, that's fine.
I guess it's okay.
That's how you start utter bedlam.
Yeah.
Okay. The gals and the gentlemen that do the white glove to show you the back, they have a job for a reason, even if it's yours.
Yep.
Please don't touch your own quilt. Please
so
don't.
hard, right?
Could you imagine? I couldn't even imagine being that responsibility of the gloves, and I see somebody touch, and then they want to have an argument with me that that's their quilt. Look.
Right.
You did great work, but stop it.
Yeah. So we were at the Bits and Pieces show. There was a quilt that was right there outside of our booth that was amazing.
The Egyptian one by Sally Pelican.
Yes.
Amazing and beautiful.
And like, I can't even begin to describe. I mean, so, but I even saw her go get gloves, even though it's her quilt. She had lots of people asking her about that quilt. So she went and got gloves so that she could show it. And I'm sure that she takes it down off of the wall and doesn't wear gloves. But in that, she did not want people walking by going, oh, I guess I can touch everything.
Right.
So.
Yep. You don't ever want to set that precedent. So, but please, and like you said, the bigger shows, you're not going to worry about it as much. It's like if you go to the art museum, they have the line, stay behind it, don't touch anything, you're fine.
Right.
But these local shows, even if they're gorgeous, even if they're laying in a way that you can't necessarily see the whole thing, even that, please don't touch the quilts.
So I don't know if you're going to, okay, maybe you're going to get to it. Gosh, I'll just wait. If you don't, then I'll say it at the end.
Okay. You want to, I don't care. Let's jump ahead. Go ahead, do it. What you got?
Okay, so you talk about don't touch the quilts. What's next?
Quilts. Well, the next thing is vendors.
Okay.
Vendors are very important to quilt shows. Some smaller shops or shows won't have vendors, and that's totally fine.
And sometimes because of the venue that they're holding it in. Like if you're having it in a church or something, some organizations will not allow vendors.
Right.
Some states have different rules as far as like if you come to a show in that state, you have to pay taxes in that state. There's weird things that have to happen. And so sometimes vendors will opt to not go to a particular show for whatever reason. Yeah. But there are some shows that have no vendors. Like I think one of these has no vendors, which is totally fine.
Right.
First of all, that's safe for your pocketbook, right?
That helps.
A lot of time, I don't know if there's no vendors, if they can do anything like the guild sell stuff. Probably not. Probably can't.
No idea. Don't know. I don't make the rules. I think everybody's a little different, like you said. But when you go to a show that does have vendors...
You didn't say this one. This one is free admission.
I didn't say that part
and refreshments.
What? Well, I guess we're just going to have to take the day off work and go to that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, work. You guys will have to figure it out.
Oh, yes. Special exhibit of vintage feed sacks, a quilt raffle, and craft sale. So they probably are allowed to sell their stuff.
Probably.
But no vendors. Okay.
Anyway, so vendors, you're going to go. The great thing about going to see the vendors on any level, local show or national show, is that you're going to find cool things. The
latest gadget.
The
newest.
Some great fabric.
Whatever.
Information on machines. Possible special pricing on machines. All these things. Or maybe even it's a place that you've never heard of before and you realize, oh my gosh, they're not that far away.
They're down the street from me. Oh my gosh, I should go. Right.
It is just a form of advertisement for vendors. Us.
Right.
To help find people that didn't know we existed. Yes, there are people in this world that have no idea we exist. That's why I need you to share.
It is so cool. Last time when we were there, I'm sorry, I keep talking about last time.
Last time
when we were there, we would say we're from Columbia, Illinois, because there's a Columbia, Missouri, right? We would say Columbia, Illinois, and immediately people would hear Illinois and they would go, oh, that's so far. And then I'm like, if you get to South County, you are like at my door, right? You just got to cross the bridge and you're there. And they'll, oh, that's like 20 minutes. That's not far, So it was really like a lot of times in the Missouri-Illinois divide, we get those people who are like, they don't go to Illinois.
The river is a scary place.
They think
don't stop at
that's
the river.
far.
Just keep going.
Also, I have everything I need here. I don't need to go to Illinois, but you can't come to Warm and Cozy without crossing that bridge, right? So anyway, fun to find those things that are, shoot, that's not far from me at all. Yeah. I would love to come to your quilt shop. So,
Yeah.
Fun new vendors.
Check out the vendors, see what people have. They've got a real nice selection of ones that are going to be at the show this time. So at the Modern Quilt Show. So you need to go and check them out. What I do like to mention to this as well is that when you go to a booth that may be overcrowded with people, if you have a question that really is an in-depth, how do I make this block and why does this not turn out perfect every time? Probably not the ideal time to try to have that conversation.
Oh, yeah. We tend to get like, I bought a long arm and something isn't acting right.
Right.
Question. And it's like, that is definitely something I can help you with. I cannot help you right now. Like that's not something I can help with necessarily at a booth when it is noon on Saturday and everyone is there, right? Like that is, I gladly help you. Here's my card. Don't take offense to that.
Yeah,
know that is
that's
not
just us. That's every booth
that's not that we don't want to help you because we love to help people. If you don't know about us, that is our whole
that's our shtick.
We opened this shop so we could create community, bring people together, help people with quilting. That is our love and our passion.
Right.
Sometimes I can't do that for a half hour with you at a quilt show
It's tough.
when I've got 50 other people who want to talk to me right now.
Right.
So.
But that's, and that's not just us. That's, again, any booth you go to anytime. Just know they would love to see you. We love to say hi.
Yes.
We don't really want to troubleshoot today right now.
Right. But we would love to tell you about all the specials in our booth, sell you anything, show you, all of the, hey, write your name on the quilt, do the things. Have
the other
fun.
thing to that is that you're there to see the quilts. And at this Modern Quilt Guild, there's 300 quilts plus rough math. If you spend a minute admiring each one of them, it's almost 5 hours to see all of them.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot.
Come early, stay long.
So just know that there's going to be a lot to see, a lot to take in. Also, don't forget to plan accordingly as far as food, drinks, and all that go. I don't know that they have a food vendor at this particular event. So be mindful of those things.
Right.
Don't bring that open cup of coffee in. That probably won't go as well as you want it to.
Right. But maybe bring a bottle of water that's closed in your bag that you can, because you're going to have to hydrate at some point.
You will if you're going to stand there for 5 hours looking at
I do think that there's also things like you can get your hand stamped kind of situation. I don't know what they do, but so that you can leave and come back because we're not going to hold you hostage for
I would hope
5
not.
hours.
And there's a ton of restaurants in the Manchester Baldwin area. There are tons of food options. So if it's a matter of check some stuff out, go to lunch, come back, not a bad idea.
Oh, so there's great comments coming on, but I see Angie says, I don't go for the quilts, I go for the vendors.
Well,
so
fair.
You know what? Sometimes that is because you're going to see something that is helpful.
Yeah.
You're going to see the latest gadget and you could go, no, don't need that in my life. Or that is really cool. I've wanted to make curves. I don't know how to make curves. You have a new curved ruler.
Ta-da!
Let me, hear more about that, right?
Yeah.
So, and yes, even if you're just going to see the vendors and you're skirting around the outside, you're still going to see the quilts that are hanging, and you're going to make time for, oh my gosh, let me look at that
Walk
one.
through an aisle or two, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. So, and then last thing I really want to kind of throw out there is that if you're sitting here watching and you're like, man, I don't care about modern quilts. I don't.
Yes.
Here's the deal.
Thank goodness this is the part I was wanting you to.
Quilts are quilts. Okay, whether they're modern style, traditional style, modern done in a traditional fabric, strike that, reverse it. It doesn't matter. this is a community. The goal of a show entirely is to support the community.
Right.
To grow the knowledge, to help people find out about it, to help them learn from it. So that whole going in, paying $8 to go check out some quilts and to see some vendors, you're supporting that quilting community.
Right.
So the important part here is even though you may not be modern per se,
Right.
it's absolutely worth going to support that guild because guess what? They're going to come to your guild show too, and they're going to pay to come in and see those quilts and support there as well. So
Exactly.
it's fair play to go and support.
Yes.
Do it anyway.
And so I've heard from people that say, I do not like modern quilts.
Sure.
Okay, so one thing that I am super interested in about this show is they are having a bed turning of modern quilts. Okay, like bed turning equals
traditional,
old fashioned. We're going to tell a story. This has been done forever and ever at quilt shows. Okay,
yeah.
And they're doing a bed turning of modern quilts, and it apparently is going to have a lot of those. What makes it modern? What makes it fall in, what makes this not modern?
Right.
You know, so
questions.
that is what is exciting to me because I make a lot of quilts and I'm like, I don't know, is it modern? Is it traditional? This quilt, this Argyle quilt, is that modern?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Somebody will tell us. They'll correct us either way. It's still fun to learn and enjoy.
It is. And knowing all of those things and finding out the fun stuff. What quilt shows doing modern? That's the Modern Quilt Guild show that's on next weekend at Queenie Park.
23rd, 24th.
Yep. So St. Louis Modern Quilt Guild doing a wonderful show. Can't wait. Gonna be there. And we can see that and see all of the different types of modern quilts.
Yep.
I like to do traditional quilts, like do a log cabin, let's say, but do it in modern fabrics that are just like super bright that you wouldn't have seen. Like this is a log cabin that's done with, your kind of old traditional fabrics, right? And those traditional colors and very scrappy and fun. Okay, what if I did that with Tula Pink and it was super bright? Just
super
taking that and changing them, just a lot of fun. So all quilts are fun. I cannot stress that enough. Like going to a show that's going to be all traditional quilts.
Yeah.
If you're a modern quilter, you might go, oh man, what am I going to see that I'm going to like? Probably something.
I find myself being appreciative of all the arts of them. I think every one is its own unique one.
Yeah.
And whether you've been making quilts for 40 years or 6 months,
right.
I think they're all great in their own way. So absolutely worth going to check out. Please make sure you make it to the Modern Quilt Guild show this next Saturday, the 23rd and 24th. Until then, make sure you come and visit us for the St. Louis Metro Shop Hop.
I do love that Janice said that we are her favorite. Like she drives here from St. Charles. We are not down the street from her.
We are not.
But it is still worth the drive. We also now have, we did this mostly because we just started we have the shop hop going on.
Yeah.
We made it's a list of 3. It's not that serious, but a list of 3 places to eat.
Oh yeah.
Because
we got some
and whenever we have traveled and we go to a quilt shop in Utah, we ask at the quilt shop, where should we eat? Because yes, I can Google and find where there is a Panera.
Quilters know quilt.
Okay, but I don't necessarily. I can eat Panera when I get back home.
Yeah.
I don't. I want to find what is where's something good that the locals know about that I don't know about.
They'll fill you in.
And we had the best dang lunch of our lives, I think.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
When we were in Utah, and they told us I would actually go right here.
Yeah,
to
we
this
didn't
place.
have to go far at all.
Yeah,
it was great.
You could walk from here. I'm like, cool, let's do it.
It's real.
So good. Anyway.
All right, Pam, you need to come visit us one day. It'll be great. We're the best ever. We may be biased in that.
Yes.
I mean, we got some support on that opinion, but
also Pam has been a fan of ours and
years
for
years.
years.
And support from Alabama,
from far away, and still great supporter of ours, and we love that. So.
All right. So at this point, I don't have much more. I do got to remind you, next Saturday, because of the Quilt Show, we will not have a Saturday morning coffee.
I think that we're going to try to do a morning, but that's, just a video so that we can remind you to come. So
make sure you check that out. But the week after is the last Saturday of the month.
Yes.
It is the 5th Saturday. It is the day of the M17 class.
Yes.
There's so much happening on the 30th. You have to be here. Not to forget the show and tell on that day for International Mystery Quilt. So make sure you're here or physically here on the 30th.
Here or here.
Either here. Until then, I think we're going to go open the shop. Come by and see us. We look forward to seeing you guys today, tomorrow, whenever that day may be.
Right, because we're open tomorrow from 12 to 4.
Yes, ma'am. So, you done? You good? Are you happy and ready over there?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay?
Bye.
Bye.
Wait,
Oh, I thought she was ready.